Yo, 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 welcome back to another video. It's your boy Corey the Man, and we are back in it. Yes, sir. Let me log in real quick. Okay, so we about ready to go. Let's get right into it. Let me put this on Twitch only. I had it on the multi-stream. Ain't nobody even on multi-stream like that. Let's let's just want to start. This is what made WWE 2K15 WWE's most controversial video game ever. See what they talking about. They had two
But
showcases. That
first,
was dope.
what do you think I'm gonna do?
Well, I don't think they done
They
it
will
after.
fight you dirty.
Is there any other way?
I mean, you could
WWE
say that
2K15
PS3,
stands as a
but that
significant
was
chapter in the
2K15 as
saga
well.
of WWE games, but not entirely for reasons related to wrestling video game excellence. Released during a
2K15.
transitional sea, from unexpected removals to legal battles, the game's journey was as tumultuous outside the ring as the WWE storylines that we were seeing on TV. In this video, we'll delve into the distinct issues that came with the release of 2K15, each contributing to
I
its
went back to
infamy.
play the.
These issues not only challenged the players' expectations, but also
I
mirrored
went
the
back to go
real-world
play this.
complexities of wrestling entertainment. As we dissect these controversies, it becomes
I want to
evident
go
that
back. I
WWE
want to go back play
2K15 was more
WWE
than just a game. It was a
2K15,
reflection of the wrestling world's
and not much
unpredictability,
happened.
where the
Just
actions and
Ricky Girls
decisions of
told
a
me
few
she
could
had nothing for me
significantly
this
impact
week.
the experience of
Every
many.
week, and
As we
just had
dissect
to
these
have a dark match
controversies, it
or
became evident that
defend my
2K15 was
championship.
more than just a game. It was a reflection on the wrestling world's unpredictability, where the actions and decisions of a few could significantly impact the experience of many. Join us now as WrestleGamia looks at what made 2K15 one of WWE's most controversial video games ever. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you're the first to know when we
I feel
upload a
like it was
video.
the start of something new,
Number
right?
1. The Hulk Hogan DLC removed. The controversy surrounding the
Oh
Hulk
yeah.
Hogan DLC in
Maybe we get the
2K15 is a
DLC.
pivotal example
I
of how
got the game.
real-world events
After
can
it was like,
drastically affect a video game. In
for like
2015,
too
following the
long. Where
surfacing of Hogan's
I think I
racist
went to go
comments,
play
the decision was
2K15
made to remove
when
his DLC
2K15
from the
was out.
game, a part of the
And
much anticipated
yeah,
Collector's
good luck with
Edition.
that.
This move was groundbreaking and controversial, marking the first time in the series that downloadable content was retracted due to a wrestler's off-screen behavior. The removal of Hogan's DLC from 2K15 had a ripple effect, highlighting the intricate relationship between a game's content and the real-life personas it represents. The decision to remove the DLC was not just about erasing a character from a game, it was a statement on the moral and ethical grounds, reflecting a growing sensitivity towards inclusivity and respect in the gaming world. This incident set a precedent for the franchise and the gaming industry at large. It underscored the responsibility of game developers to respond to real-life controversies, balancing the expectations of their audience with the need to uphold certain ethical standards. The Hogan DLC removal from 2K15 remains a significant moment, illustrating how a game can be embroiled in the complexities of the real world it seeks to represent. The CM Punk lawsuit. The involvement of CM Punk in 2K15 became a source of legal and public relations challenges for the game developers. Punk's presence in the game, particularly highlighted in the showcase mode, which revolved around his famous rivalry with John Cena, became contentious following his acrimonious departure from WWE in early 2014.
Remember that. Now he back, and it's amazing. I missed him. Honestly, I probably didn't watch. I watched every like thing that was coming on from that time. I wasn't heavily invested.
Rumors of a lawsuit involving unpaid royalties began circulating in September
Maybe I didn't have a
2014
favorite.
and were
I was just
confirmed in a
watching
podcast with CM Punk and Colt Cabana in November of the same year. Punk expressed his confusion and frustration over being promoted in 2K15 after his departure from WWE, highlighting the complexities of licensing and character rights in video games. 2K's promotional efforts for 2K15 included a tweet that echoed one of Punk's famous lines, "Do I have your attention now?" This tweet became a focal point of contention, especially in the context of Punk's strained relationship with WWE and 2K. Punk's response to this later on was telling. After successfully suing the company, he reportedly received a big fat check, leading him to rhetorically ask if he had their attention now. This statement underscored the bitter irony of the situation. What adds an interesting twist to this narrative is the potential future inclusion of CM Punk in upcoming titles, like the rumored appearance in 2K24. Considering his past legal battles with 2K, this possibility underscores the ever-evolving nature of relationships in
I
the
think this is
wrestling
when
and gaming
Alberto Del Rio
industries.
cashed in.
It's a testament to the unpredictable and often cynical nature of these words,
Yeah.
whereas today's adversaries can become tomorrow's featured stars. The case of CM Punk serves as a fascinating reflection on the fluidity and complexity of the gaming and wrestling universes, where legal disputes and past controversies can give way to renewed collaborations and unexpected comebacks. The delay. The development cycle of 2K15 was marked by a notable delay, particularly for its next-gen versions on Xbox One and PS4. This delay was unusual for the series, known for its timely releases and signaled potential issues with the game's readiness. While the
Yeah.
last-gen versions of Xbox 360 and PS3 were released as scheduled, the delay of the next-gen versions raised questions about the developmental process. This delay was unusual
I
for
think
the
it was
series, known for its timely releases and signaled
like
potential issues
GTA
with the game's
5.
readiness. While the
I
last-gen
think when
versions
they
for the
released
Xbox
it on
360 and PS3 were released as
PS5,
scheduled, the delay of the next-gen versions raised
I
questions
think
about the
it came
development
out
process. The
at
decision
the
to
regular
delay the
scheduled
next-gen
time
versions
whenever
of
it came out.
2K15
But
was a
then the
rare
next game
occurrence in the
wouldn't come out
series
to the
and
next
hinted at
year.
underlying challenges in adapting the game for the new
Or
consoles.
late
It was an
December,
early
early
indication that the
January.
game might not meet the high expectations set by its predecessors and the hype surrounding its next-gen
I think it
debut.
probably came out
Ultimately,
around
the
June,
delay of
July,
2K15 for
August.
next-gen consoles was a harbinger of the issues that
I'm not
would
really
plague
sure
the
though.
game upon release. It suggested that the transition to a
I
new
think
gen of
it
gaming
kicked out till
hardware was not as smooth as anticipated, leading to a final
I
product that
was
many felt was rushed
actually
and incomplete. This delay set a precedent within the series,
2016,
highlighting the
2017,
difficulties of maintaining a consistent release schedule while
maybe
upgrading
even
to more
2018.
advanced gaming technology.
I have to get
The
it
content
online. I
removed.
knew ain't nobody gonna
2K15
buy it
faced
for me.
criticism for the significant amount of content removed compared to its predecessor 2K14. Fans were particularly disappointed by the absence of features such as Create a Finisher, Create a Story, Create an Arena, and Create a Title. Additionally, popular match types like Special Guest Referee and I Quit were also missing from the game. The removal of these features was a major point of
Get him,
contention for the
get
gaming
him.
community. It suggested
No,
a
don't let
step
Cena do
backward in
it.
the series'
Yes,
development, as
get
these were
out of it.
elements that players
Roll
had
out.
come to expect and enjoy in previous installments.
You got me
The lack
crazy,
of
Cena.
content in 2K15 led to the perceptions of the game
Boy,
being
had him messed up.
incomplete or
Come on,
half-baked,
nah, you're not about to
falling
do that
short
to
of the
me.
standards set by its predecessors. The extensive removal of content from 2K15 is still regarded as a low point in the series. It exemplified the challenges faced in transitioning to a new console generation, where the ambition to push technological boundaries sometimes came at a cost of gameplay depth and variety. This decision remains a critical lesson in the game development, balancing innovation with the preservation of beloved features.
You know Cena
The
was
issues
all
for the
this.
game. Beyond the controversies relating to its content and external factors, 2K15 itself was plagued with issues that affected the overall gaming experience. These range from creative decisions like ending My Career mode just as players won the WWE title, to technical glitches that marred gameplay. The transition from last gen to next gen
I hate when they
consoles
did that.
clearly
They did
came
that
with
in
significant changes.
2K20,
The gameplay of 2K15 often
which
felt
was
finished akin
warranted.
to a beta or early
I
access
think they
version
did it
rather than
in
a polished final product. This was evident in the
23.
technical glitches and
I
a
guess that
general
was
lack of
warranted.
refinement in the game's mechanics. The issues were not as severe as those in
What else?
2K20, but they were significant enough to detract from the overall experience. When 2K16 was released, it was clear it was the game 2K and Ukes had envisioned for their
I
next gen
think
debut.
they did it
2K15 in
in
comparison felt like a
so
stepping
it
stone
just seems
necessary,
like
but not fully realized. Its issues served as a learning
20.
experience for the developers, influencing the
I
improvements
think
seen in
no,
subsequent releases.
15. I think
Benoit
18.
content banned. The handling
20,
of Chris Benoit's content
and
in
22.
2K15 added
23.
another layer of controversy to the game.
Hopefully
For
they
the
don't
first
do
time,
that
a
at
public
24.
ban was announced against uploading any Chris Benoit-related content using the game's new Game Face feature, which allowed players to upload face textures for created characters. The ban on Benoit content, initially met with strict enforcement, reflected the sensitive nature of his legacy in the wrestling world. The decision to ban Benoit content was one that likely did more bad than good. While it was rooted in the desire to distance the game from a controversial figure in Benoit, it only just inadvertently drew more attention to him. Gamers, even though outside of the 2K bubble, would become intrigued by the ban and sought to understand its reasons, inadvertently bringing Benoit's name back into the mainstream discussion. In later iterations of the game, such as 2K23, the approach towards Benoit content appeared to be relaxed. It suggested that WWE and 2K might have learned that silence on such matters could be more effective than sparking controversy. By not explicitly addressing the issue, they avoided reigniting discussions that could have overshadowed the game's other aspects. But there you have it, folks. What made
Yeah,
WWE
I've been seeing him every
2K15
time I
one
get
of
on
WWE's most controversial video games
community
ever?
creations. I
Be sure
don't
to leave your
download
comments
them
down below, and I'll see you
because
next
of,
time with some more wrestling video
you
game
know,
content.
I think I downloaded him once, and I was scared to put it on stream because, you know, people would say, is that, you know,